Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away?
Rivals.
Just go away. Clive!
Wait, the internet died? It didn't drop for me. Oh, no. Why does it not say that it did? Ugh, fucking stream thing. I guess it did. Now I look back.
Wake up.
Oh, it's done it multiple times and it didn't fucking tell me. Boy, I love that.
Clive.
That's right.
Usually it pops up a warning
You're
thing
my
for me.
brother.
Brother.
I'm gonna go kick my ISP in the nuts. Well, he's just being fucked with. And then it showed, like, the other dominants that had died being like, oh, give up, basically. But Joshua's here.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look, Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Mythos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Fusion! But isn't this what he wanted? Maybe without the will part.
No mere evolution, it is deviation, and herefrom does Logos rise.
No, not Logos. Oh, scream. Did I hit the crystal? Actually? Yeah. I keep my notification log just open the whole time. Yeah, it's dropped 3 times, but it didn't pop up for me.
Clive, wake up.
It's done it about once an hour.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Mythos, soon you will discover
I figured there would be one more final
how
thing.
little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
You guys probably should have left this place a long time ago. Ah. Is it gonna float up in the sky? Big final sky dungeon? Was I right all along? Wow, I was right all along. Just had a feeling, you know? And we gotta make an airship to get up there. Just had a feeling. The Crystal Tower, again. Every time there's a big crystal.
The bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Hey, we're back.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon. Thank you.
Boom. Got a backflip. Evasive jump. Elusive jump. Yeah. He be jumpy, but he ain't grumpy. Return to the hideaway. Back to their origin.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
A new recipe. New missive.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck, then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
So God's mad.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
Yeah.
If that were true,
Time to find Jack.
the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
We faced him at Stone here. Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Do it. Do it. Flying ship. Airship.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Have to become a stranger of paradise to get the Final Fantasy origin.
Joshua seemed upset.
Some the blacksmith.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be?
That is better.
No scratches, all right?
What do I need for this thing? 2 more orichalcum into dark steel.
That it? Fine.
Enthroned in sable skies,
Chaos.
Chaos. From diverse hands a dawn is spun in crimson sin unfurls.
There is much to consider.
Unless you've taught our chocobos how to fly, I won't be scouting this one for you, Clive. You're on your own, but not alone.
Marinate yard chocobo. Prepare hand by draining blood, removing both head and feet. Bowl. Set aside for later use. Stir in deep bowl watered wine. Add salt, pepper, nutmeg, any other seasonal savory herbs you so desire. Add the bowl, dress bird, and let lay dark room for single turn to the sun. The press. Why are you telling me how to eat a chocobo?
Always one more job to do, isn't there, Clive?
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. Are you certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
Remember, we went to space. I think this isn't too bad to get to.
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes?
Although,
I'm
airship.
still your sworn shield.
Think about it.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
Can you even transform anymore?
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime.
I guess Garuda did.
Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
No.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
Yeah, join us.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He could just jump up there. He's Dragoon. Jump real high.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Alright. Considering whether or not I should save this for next time, but I imagine some more hunt stuff probably unlocks, because I need that final weak one. I'm also a little concerned about how shaky the internet connection seems to be.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord.
Why did you not leave
I
yet?
shall go to Eastbourne.
Get out of here! Still a bunch of these I never got.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill.
This is it, Luigi.
You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now.
This is
where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time.
Look at all them quests that just appeared. Well, we're definitely not finishing tonight.
Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
This seems to be the final stretch before the end, probably. That would be my guess, anyway. Well, there was one.
First the skies, then the crystal.
Well, there's a bunch. Ah, we can fight, thanks. My brother died. It sucks. Thanks again for helping me get the dungeon in order. Had you not rode gallantly to a rescue, I reckon poor Owain and them lot would still be stuck stilling Blightwater over a bonner. Yeah, alright. Gav. Saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. Oh yeah. The voyage home, I'd like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and the life she wants for her baby. I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. Karen, in case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav and his cubs. Something ain't right. My gut's telling me it's not to do with the supply of antelope bones.
What is it this time, Torgal?
I was considering ending soon anyway and leaving the rest for later, but now definitely I'll do some side quests tonight to get that out of the way. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime. It was chance encounter with one such tome from a distance. It sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
That's a lot. How about the world map? Is there like ones elsewhere? Yep. There's a big crystal now. The Dominion's just gone. Woken from its slumber beneath the foundations of the Twinside, this corrupted construct now looms over the Twins, its form a bruise in the very heavens. Down with big crystal. Yeah, there's some other ones. In there as well. New management. Oh yeah, that never like resolved. Keyboard. Duty and dying. And the really stupid thing where the guy left. Or got fucking pissed. I guess that continues too. Down with biggest crystal. Joshua has a quest.
Ah, Clive. This is it then, brother.
This is it. Our last dance with Ultima awaits. The Founder knows what awaits us up there.
Indeed.
Whatever we find, we shall overcome it, but not due to disappoint our friends. They all believe in you, Clive. They would follow you to the ends of the earth if they could.
You're wrong.
Friends don't follow me, they spur me on. I couldn't have made it this far without them. Or without you, Joshua. Give me your blessing and made me your shield. Without you, I don't know how I would have even survived. But when we were apart, you were always with me, and I trust you'll be with me now until the end.
Of course.
Whatever that may be.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How? And where?
In the crypt, beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
No problem.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
So many quests. Hello.
Courage, Ifrit. My decision is made.
Shall carry you and your brother to Origin, that the Lesage name might live in honor, on infamy. Even if I should not. Highness, you're not.
You said it yourself.
This is a journey from which I may not return, and yet I am resolved to go. Ultima took much from me, and he means to strip us all of what little we have left.
He must be stopped.
Whatever the cost.
He must.
Thank you, Your Highness. You're as over-hasty as your brother. Save your thanks for when this is over.
The time is nigh, Ifrit.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés.
Brother of Chadley.
And the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Well, nobody else lived, so... probably not, but who knows.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
Gonna help everybody.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Ardbert has a last name now. Oh.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
No new hunts, really? Maybe after doing some of these quests. I feel like there's got to be more. I also... Actually, yeah, I know there's more because there's an item I'm missing for an upgrade. Talk to Vivian. What's up with the book?
Vivian, I read your note,
Little fist.
and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you,
Green
Clive.
Waters.
But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Now, wouldn't it be Gaia Waters?
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today.
When they are wed.
Its importance cannot be overstated. What will it be today? Well, Clive?
Resolved to brave the coming battle no matter the cost?
I am.
For only with Ultima's death might we ever find true freedom. When we do, I'll be counting on you to teach this world the truth.
Naturally.
Need you to do something for me in return. Come back to us in one piece. How am I to recount the true history of this world without a first-hand account of the heroics of those who fought to change it?
I shall.
We shall all be praying for your safe return.
Harpocrates knows of the tome I seek. Whether what he has to say makes you happy to have agreed to help me is another matter. I do so enjoy our little chats. Back again?
Look at this.
What
so
is
your
it that you wish
little
to
marker
learn?
thing goes away. The wheel. Look at all the dead. Barnabas dead. God. Final stand. Fight is won. Alliance. Oh. Doesn't say he died, though. Oddly enough. His picture isn't blackened out. It says he was swallowed by the flames of the rampaging phoenix, but... unlike other ones, it's not actually darkened out. Just unaccounted for, yeah. So no Biggs and Wedge, huh? It really was just Wade and Tyler, I guess. Like, kind of the stand-ins for that, but... I figured they might show up when we got the
One
Enterprise.
must understand
but
one's place in the world.
not seem to happen. Just FF easily.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
It is a little disappointing, though.
Clive!
You could have just used those names.
Quick look.
So there's two to Free to pick up.
Seen enough?
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away.
So many quests.
Massive.
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion. When all along he was here.
Oh no.
Standing right beside me.
Nope.
All this
Nope.
time.
What do you think happened?
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take a
Oh,
part.
Wade seems like it'd be
did you?
Wedge.
No. Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot
Dragging
on her
to see her
mind.
dad.
When did you last see her?
Not long ago.
So when they went there, though,
Right after she got back from saving you from
there was
Stone
like a
Lake.
hammer left
Then
at
it's
his
probably
grave.
just
I
about the
think that was a
Enterprise.
little hint that
did
she
take quite
did
a
visit
bashing
it
on the
just
way there and
alone.
back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Oh, don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that.
She's sad that she can't make the ship fly.
She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Whoa.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
Yeah!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried
She's a
about you.
Garland, alright.
Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Mididol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again,
When isn't she?
Where is this? Is it also down there? I just walked by it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Oh, up there. How do I get it? I go up those stairs. Can't walk around this. Why did we make this place so confusing?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important.
Oh, we're going back for a different reason.
Raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
I'll go instead.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Get off me, dog.
Sid,
later.
Please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Good.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
Just one more to pick up, two to continue. Oh, three to continue. Oh yeah, hey buddy. What you doing, good boy?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone? You find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, can't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
They keep saying they feed him nuts.
Where to then, Torgal?
Down there? No.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
Oops.
Oh,
Wish I could go up there with you. It doesn't seem right leaving everything up to you three.
It's hardly everything.
There's plenty that still needs done down here. Let's into our stores and keep Karen safe. Only you can do that, Goats.
And I will. I promise.
We'll let none come to no harm no matter what.
You can count on me.
It's like we're all counting on you to come back safe and sound.
Be careful out there.
I did it, Sid. I made friends with all the animals in the hideaway.
Oh, yeah, you've been talking to different birds
You know
every
what
time.
I'd really like? My own goblin. Or maybe a marble or bomb. Only if it was a big one. That or a bander curl, but not a cactuar. They're too prickly.
No cactuars, by the way. I haven't seen one. Maybe there will be a hunt that is a cactuar. They've been mentioned. They were talked about being from a different continent, but maybe one will show up. I hope so. Where do you want to go?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need
even a
little bit more
desert
than that,
where they would
boy.
fit just fine.
Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking
Leviathan
west,
was mentioned briefly.
toward Rosaria.
So it could be an additional thing.
Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text
Forbid the
being
Machina.
tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers, A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
Time to find it.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized.
You probably should have told me,
inventions,
man.
or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
A fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the Executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first.
Yeah, I was also thinking about the Brotherhood of Steel.
What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air,
Keep
no.
all science for ourselves.
From ash. Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the Strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Oh, hey, Byron. Yeah. You're setting this plan of yours, then? I am.
Huh.
Never one to shy away from a fight. I might say it runs in the family. Father will be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
No, he'll be with us up there.
As for down here...
You may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until I return. Ha ha ha. Indeed.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
Eugen?
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Eugen.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle.
Rock.
And he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes.
Always with the
And
chaos.
if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Alrighty. Okay, I gotta go continue this one, and then I will be ready to set up here. I think I'm just gonna stream for another probably half an hour tops, though. I'll get done what I can get done. We will continue more tomorrow. Which may be the finale.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
Turtle.
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, which one do I want to do? How about the one for Torgal? If I get one of these done... Yeah, one of these done. If I get one of these done, I can check what the Genji glove is. I think that'll be enough. Hey, Josh. Board the rowboat.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. Rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
Where is this on the map? Oh, it's just a little. Wait, missed?
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Puppy.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword.
The goodest boy.
Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
Found something to kill, Master. We can't have a quest without combat.
I think I know where we're going.
Ah, you can see the castle. Are they gonna do it? They gonna do the thing? They did the thing.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
It's done. I think that increases Torgal attack. His old sparring sword salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of the Ironblood invasion 18 winters past.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
Should tell Joshua. Tell him. Alright. When is this? Aiming high. May as well. It's the only other one here. Oh, it's the shell. I think. Or oil. It's the oil. Yeah.
Needs oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
Oh, there's probably more. Lots of graves.
This should be enough.
Okay. How much stuff is here? Whole bunch. And there's 2 quests to pick up. There's one final thing for Bucklad. Oh. Okay, this is Brandala. This is all this area. New quest here and a trial thing. I think I'm just gonna put in this thing and see what the Genji gloves are. Probably call it after that. Surprised not more hunts popped up, but maybe I need to like go back to Ash and unlock an area.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received
All right.
everything promised?
The drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed. Word of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, yourself being one such woman.
You earned this.
What's
Best
the
of luck out
Genji
there, Sid.
glove? Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Now attack go down, but I think in general this would be better. Island warriors of the Far East are said to claim a piece of the armor of a slain soldier following a battle, wearing it over their own until the next encounter, at which time they finally remove it. Warriors believe that the spirit of the fallen foe will now lend them their strength. Yeah, plus just like I don't know if attack influences the ability damage necessarily, so will stagger attack. There's not a whole lot stat stuff. It's probably better. Ideally, I would take this off and put something else, but no, I'm bad at remembering to use Torgal. So probably better off having that on. I need to buy potions on. There's one more thing to unlock from side quests. There's one more big weapon, which requires a hunt thing. That I don't have access to. Is this just because there's new things added for arcade mode? All this stuff. Yeah.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up, wait.
Just say your goodbyes already.
Ta-ra, then.
For now, but you better come back, or I'll fly up there and drag you home by your ear.
Thank you, Karen.
Didn't think you'd find the thought appealing. Just don't die, alright? Changing leadership's bad for business. You're off to kill a god, so what? You've done everything else you'd put your mind to, haven't you?
You could do this too. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
I feel like if I get this, I'm gonna end up wasting. Get it when I feel like I really need to get it.
I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? Come again. Or don't.
Buy those
Go on,
music
then.
rolls that I never got. 40,000.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Bucket.
Is that all?
Just night terror. Spooky suspense sound. Finehound. Two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. I'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you. I don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of kupo nuts. You do good to remember that. Kupo nuts. Yay. A sparring sword. Probably end up getting a bunch of things from these quests. Fill that thing out. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 side quests to knock out for the end next time, but I think I'm gonna wrap up for now. I do have to get up somewhat early tomorrow still. But yeah, I hopefully will be able to stream tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern with no issue. Might have to start a little late, but hopefully not. But and fingers crossed, maybe I'll be able to finish it. Well, there's a bunch of side stuff, but that shouldn't take more than like an hour or two, so. But yeah, next time, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, the finale, question mark, of Final Fantasy XVI story. Exciting stuff. I should probably save my game.
Suavemente.
Thank you. Until tomorrow, have a good rest of your night, rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see y'all later. Good night.